Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this guided reading. This is for the collective, beautiful soul family, awakened wonders. Welcome to this journey. If you have clicked on this video, this is the message for you. All right, so take, resonate, and leave the rest. Welcome everybody. I hope you're amazing. Sending you guys love and healing energy. You are on a collective energy field. All right, so awakened wonder, let's see what is going on in the energy field. We're going to look into the energy of your animal spirit, all right, and what it is guiding you, your raw self, the animal instinct energy. Also, we're going to pull one of these beautiful archetypes. All right, so we're going to get a main energy with the archetypes. Collective energy, please. This is timeless. All right, I'm going to take the seed and the mountain. All right, we're not going to read both of them. And look at that, the flame. Oh, wow, it's beautiful energy. The flame. All right. So whatever you feel from these cards right away, if there's one of these that you're guided towards a little bit more, all right, we're going to see what these cards represent in your journey. I feel like the seed is what you are planting, okay? It's what that seed that is really captivating your journey, that seed that is creating that foundation. Where are you planting your seed? The seed has, you can see all these rings around it. So it's like the main energy of the seed is what is at the core. What is your being saying? What is your being? It's like, you see how tiny the little seed is, right? But it doesn't represent anything small. What the seed represents is that bigger journey. The tiny seed is the foundation of where you are harvesting, where you are creating, what you are growing. So at the seed is at the base, right? The seed is buried within the ground, in the dirt. It is what represents your journey, what you are growing. All right, so we're going to see the seed as the core energy. All right, so the seed is all about growth. It's all about creation. It's all about that firm foundation, how you care for your seed. All right, and I'm going to pull some cards to go with each of them. We do have the mountain. So the mountain, if you felt guided towards the mountain, I'm actually going to leave this here, take a screenshot of this beautiful card, what it represents. The mountain's all about those obstacles, climbing to the top, always racing to the top. But the mountain is actually all about not necessarily getting to the top or necessarily the success or how, it's almost like it's not how tall the mountain that you can climb. It's not about how fast. It's really what resides in the heart of the mountain. All right, the lessons learned. It's not about the physical journey. It's about the emotional. It's about the journey within. So even though the mountain has many peaks, it has lots of obstacles, and it's treacherous to climb. What this really means is it's all about coming back. All about coming back to your heart, your core, not fearing, not letting fear take you over. Not fearing failure either, as we may race the mountain or want to climb all the way to the top. It's about being grounded in the eternal, uplifting, the journey that uplifts you, the lessons learned. And I feel like the seed is definitely all about what you have learned is on this journey is an awareness that is calling us towards its peak. It stirs up stoic and regal feelings, reminding us of the long line of spirit sages and gods that made their humble thrones within its snowy peaks. All right, so the message of the mountain is it's the perception, it's the idea, and what is calling you to climb this mountain? What is calling you to success and to really challenge and taking a mountain out almost like as it's all about getting to the top. Yet it's about those slips, slides, and twists and turns that bring you to not the top of the mountain, but it calls you back to the reason why you're on this journey in the first place. So I feel like the mountain is all about what you learn to understand. What lies, what is around those bends, what's around those peaks, and what's around all the new heights and experience, all those peaks of experiences that are to inspire and to liven you and remind you that life is all around you and that you are at the core of your foundation is what challenged you in the first place was to awaken some sort of feeling, some sort of reminder that life inspires you, and it also calls you to rise to new heights and peak experiences. Yet it can also create isolation, competitiveness, and an inflated sense of self. So this is all about standing upon these heights. This is all about the activation to the purest, and not to focus on the perfectionism, but to create a separation from those we see as below us, and that competitive spirit. It's not about the race to the top. It's not about not about winning. It's about what you've learned on the journey, and it's about all of the mistakes, the falls, and the slips. Those are the reminders that no matter how high you ascend, within the core of the mountain is where the gems, minerals, and jewels reside. Yeah, so it's even racing to the top. You almost forget why you were racing in the first place. At the top of the mountain, it's a beautiful view, yet missing the point. So this is a call to remember, no matter how high or how the feeling of separation from one's self and one's journey, it's to always come back to the core, the center, and that's where the jewels are. That's where the fire, that's where you're going to discover where the lessons and where you're meant to discover your magic all along. So if you think it's all about going up, you're following the fool's path and missing the miner's magic. Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. All right, so always come back to the heart. The heart is a reminder of your youthfulness, a reminder of your authenticity, and it awakens that inner child that winning and losing becomes a part of us, that of the ego that was not meant to come along with us for our journey. So reaching the top of the mountain, feeling lost, feeling, well, what's next? Feeling like uncertain of the heights, almost feeling like the winds are pushing you over, away from what you were meant to experience all along. All right, so this is that separation from the ego, separation from what we see as less than us or below us. It's that sense of self, who you are beyond labels and beyond winning or losing. It's this mountain that is meant to affect you in two ways: to inspire or to rise to new experiences. That what you're looking for all along was not at the top of the mountain, but was in those slips, slides, and even getting lost, where you find yourself in the center, in the core. And that's that seed. That's that seed of growth within your pursuit of a deeper understanding, a deeper connection. This is the beginning of a cycle, starting from the roots, planting a seed that is going to planting a seed of growth in a different direction, in a place you never thought, almost humbling oneself. And that growth, this seed is going to grow with a deeper understanding, a new understanding. All right, and the flame, you see it right inside that mountain. It looks like a flame. And I feel like this is that inspiration, that flame of creation, and the flame of that was within you all along, the internal flame. It wasn't about what you were going to discover at the top of the mountain. It was what you were going to discover along the way, along the journey, about yourself. And it all comes back to you. Deeper understanding of who you are. And allowing that flame to grow. So this is a deeper awareness of where you plant your seeds, where you plant your thoughts, where you plant your I feel like this is that journey within the cave. Discover a whole new a whole new place to discover, a whole new place to grow. That journey within, the flame lights something within you that inspires, that nothing outside of you will reach the heights and the limitations than your own curiosity and your own growth and your own place to explore. All right, so deep within the mountain, in the cave, a dark cave, this is where you are activated within, where your eyes cannot see in the darkness, but this deepens your vision, deepens your understanding, your intuition, and this really it gives life. Gives you life, that the journey within was with you all along. You are that light, you are that flame that will guide you in the darkness. In the darkness, the seed that's planted is going to grow success. Success comes after challenges, after mistakes, hurdles. And when you fall down, you're able to lift yourself up. And this is where you realize you were never meant to look outside of yourself. It's awakening to a time of reflection, a time of shedding those layers. All right, so depending how you water your seed and where it grows, thoughts, perception, feel like material growth. Material growth, I feel like, this is where you start to realize that growth within you is calling to a new set of rules, a new set of I feel like this is like planning, designing, working outside of the ordinary, and not working outside of yourself, but working within you, doing that growth, doing that the work, the eternal growth, internal growth. Plant that seed that is going to have a stronger foundation. It's going to hold. It's going to, I feel like, hold a place for awakening yourself, awakening your senses, awakening the truth. All right, so the seed, I just saw the flame. All right, the flame, where is it? All right, the flame, the fire, the spark, the glimmer. All right, that spark, that spark. So I feel like when you're recognizing the truth all along was lying dormant within you, waiting to be woken to a whole new place of growth, a whole new place of understanding, and a whole new place that creation has just begun. Health, mental clarity, good digestion. This is the flame. All right, so the spark, the glimmer, the fire. Yeah, all right, so it went in dark, complete darkness. Excess heat and anger. All right, so the flame, I feel like the flame is almost that agitation. That agitation that is trying to bring you to into clarity, to this, a new language of, how to speak to yourself, how to speak to yourself, how to speak to others. And I feel like how to speak the language of I feel like this is like you're understanding where anger gets built up and where resentment gets built up. And it almost like you could be feeling like your digestion might be a little bit off. You're feeling burning in your stomach. I feel like this is that what is wanting to fuel your creativity, that pursuit of oneself. It is also could feel like you're in complete darkness. And when you're in darkness, it could feel like you're fumbling around, not knowing where you are. But this is the call to reignite the fire. To cup your hands gently around those things you've forgotten and protect the flame, no matter how harshly the winds around you blow it. All right? This flame is at the center of the abdomen and believed it is to be responsible for our vitality. When it is lit, we are connected to our purpose and sense that life is sacred gift. Those who cannot see the sacred, it is said that those who cannot see the sacred around them have let their inner flame go out. And I feel like this is where that planting that seed of all those harsh realities, harsh truths, and harsh climates. We're pushing you back to your inner self. It is likely that the, hold on. So think of this card. It is igniting your fire. It's igniting your fire, right? And that is planting the seed. This seed is going to grow. It's going to grow going to grow. But it's going to grow in a place that where it has been longing for all along. And the seed is growing, I feel like, in the internal. And you're digesting. It's like a seed that you're digesting. It's to bring you back to all those things that you've forgotten. All those things that brought you joy, happiness, things that really rekindled your spirit without all of the exterior world weighing you down. It's like you've forgotten that you have the flame within you. This is a call to come back to your heart space, your purpose, that sense of life without restrictions and life without borders. To reignite your fire, to cup your hands gently around those things you've forgotten and protect your flame no matter how harshly the winds. How harshly the winds, the mountain, right? How harsh the winds. And you look at the mountain, it does cup around. It's like cupping around your fire within the mountain. And it reignites your flame to think again, to remember to believe in the things that you cannot see, but those things that just because you can't see it, it is always with you. And that seed is going to form and grow. So it's calling back to your heart space, calling back to your roots. Not to let your flame blow out. And not to forget in complete darkness is where your gift resides, the inner flame of life, inner flame the flame of the things that you cannot see are the things that are most precious about you. You don't need to see to believe. Just need to believe. You need to believe of the magic and the gifts that you hold. To ignite your purpose, your flame, your sense of love, sense of joy, curiosity, creativity. And with the creativity, it's like you're just walking through this door, this light. And within this cave, the light reflects all around you within the cave. And then you discover all of the memories, all the writings on the walls. How connected that you are to the ancestors, to the beyond. And that site doesn't hold much information, but the knowledge what you seek is within you. It's stored within you. And it's like every circle around the seed, I feel like holds important information. Building stronger. So when you are in total darkness, just like at night, this is where truth is revealed. This is where fear does reside, but it also gets cast away. When you discover that what you feared the most was an illusion, casted by the illusion, the darkness casted by is an illusion, the fear of what we cannot see. But just because you cannot see, the sight is within you, the vision's within you, the clarity. The message is on the wall, it's written on the wall. That even when you fall, there's a message in that. When you fall, you get back up. That completes a cycle. It completes a stage, an understanding, and it connects to another truth, another truth. And it's like, I feel like your story resides when you follow your heart. And even if you feel like you're right back where you started, you're right back at the start. It's what you've learned. It's what you have picked up and what you have the teachings along the way. And each lesson that you have learned, it's like it gets stronger. The foundation gets stronger around the seed. Become unbreakable. All right, so it's wrapped around the seed of growth lies many new chapters for you to, many more chapters for you to create, not for you to read upon, but to create your own. Create your own story, create your own truth. In the darkness, that's where in the darkness, your imagination, your creativity are yours to discover, and you are you hold your flame, you hold your truth, and you hold it's like you hold your truth, your true potential. Growing stronger. Growing stronger. Even though you fall, each time you learn how strong you are. That you were never meant to settle. You're never meant to be stuck to one story or one mountain. Not about how tall, not about the race to the top. It's not about the trek. It's not about who can make it up to the top the fastest. It's about what you learned during those challenges, mistakes, slips. Come back to the truth about life and beyond. All right, so your potential, your pursuit of happiness is within you. You don't have to look for the treasure, the hidden treasure, the magic has always been within you. The truth is, the power is always been the power has always been your awareness. Your awareness that life is not a race, but it's about getting lost and steered in off the track. And those are when we discover the biggest blessings of all. So the seed, the beginning, the origin, the pearl. So it's the beginning. They're not always beautiful, but a seed placed intentionally in nourishing soil can surprise you. They are complex, multi-layered, and usually reveal a central image or detail that represents the fully formed being. The end is present in the beginning, or the entire oak tree resides within the acorn. This is a potent energy. It's all around you. You're generative energy. It stirs your very insides and usually results in an antsy, impatient feeling. So pay attention to what agitates you. It's a pure sign of growth to come. You are right at the edge of growth. It is from the grit that the pearl eventually comes to be. Yeah, so what are you building? It's like germinating. So you need information, you need emotion, connections, a deeper connection to your heart space, and the complexities of who you are is not based on the outside world. Your inside world, your flame is the inner journey. It's endless. Creativity is at your fingertips. It's like you are your own designer. You create your reality. So the flame is a tool to awaken from the darkness, that you are the light. You do not need to look for the light. The light is within you. You bring the world to life. All right, so don't wait for life to happen. You create life. All right, we're going to see what guidance from the animal spirit. All right, we have hummingbird. Wow, joy. That's beautiful. We do have the hummingbird. And on the bottom, the gazelle. Gazelle is the gazelle is also known as the empress. Empress is also like rebirth, is about rebirths, growth, love, and the acceptance of all, the harmony. So it's time to fly high. It's like within that darkness, you can create your own space. You can see it's like while the bird is flapping its wings, look at all the darkness is going away. So the darkness around you is so that you can see your light. And the journey to climb the mountain, discover that you could fly It's like flying to different levels, flying to different heights. No longer being burdened, I feel like, no longer being burdened. Picture being light as air, eliminating all the negativity. The hummingbird eliminates the negativity. The gazelle is that feminine energy, the sacred feminine. I just see the gazelle. I just saw the gazelle. Where did it go? Oh, right there. All right, yeah, the gazelle. Heightened awareness, ability, and vulnerable. Graceful, perceptive, artistic. Every move, this awe-inspiring beauty emits sophisticating elegance and elegance. Hyper-aware. All right, so when this card appears, it's time to get back to the present moment. What are you cultivating? What are you putting your energy? Don't forget about the beauty of what you are creating, the beauty of life. Don't get caught in the storm. Don't get caught in the challenges, and don't get stuck in the negativity of what life has brought you, but instead bask in what you are bringing into your own life, new experiences, with what you have learned, what you've picked up along the way. That is what you were meant to bring along. The best things in life, the best things that you discover in life are not things material, but they're awakening yourself to these new heights, new ways to view the world, a new visionary of who you truly are. Yeah, hummingbird, all right? Positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's awakening yourself. You don't have to go on a journey to discover who you are. The journey is within you, and this is where you awaken your creativity, explore your spirituality, and nourish. It's all about nourishing the things that bring you joy, bringing light back to that cave, that dark cave. Positivity, you bring the light, you shine the light. And it's discovering your wings. It's like you're learning something new. You've learned where to gather the nectar, just like the hummingbird learns where to gather the nectar. And that's the hummingbird's secret. They have learned the lessons. They've learned the sweet parts of life. So to gather nectar and to return it to sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. Wow, okay. Yeah, so it's like, this is literally discovering the sense of who you are. Coming back and rejuvenating. And that's that seed, planting the seed. All the things that you've learned, bringing the secrets back, bringing And that you hold, the hummingbird resides, inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. Yeah, so it's like you have literally discovered the secret to life. Giving back to yourself, calling life back to yourself, returning to source, returning to your core. So this is also guidance to get into nature, be creative, explore your spirituality. So follow the way of the hummingbird and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. All right, so smart, curious, loves to learn. All right, yeah, so this is, don't overthink things. Don't try to push, this is when you're out of balance, pushy. So pushing the limits, like pushy where it's like just having to be the best, having to be that competitive, having to almost be so into where you think that you must go, that you get lost along the way. And it's and then we discover that when things do go wrong, because it says you can't go wrong, but when things do go wrong, that you hold the key. You hold the key. The eternal fire, eternal wisdom, eternal light. So even things go wrong, there's something to follow. There's something to learn. It comes from many sources. And don't forget, every moment is worth savoring. Life is sweet. And this is that seed to plant, that life is sweet. Don't always overthink things. Sometimes it's all about the heart. The heart connects you to beyond. That life is here in this world. It's on earth. It's planting seeds for, it's planting seeds for wisdom, for new information and perceptions to grow. Even from darkness, from dark times, from dark situations. It's like rejuvenating, bringing back the light. It holds the key, and the key opens the door. Not having to live in bad weather, stormy weather, always feeling like life is an uphill battle. It's like, and then you discover what you had all along. Returning to the self. Bringing the lessons along the way, bringing the lessons that you've learned. That life is your own creation, your own inspiration. And what you put out there as a perception, you know, it may not be seeing, all of the steps. You may not be seeing all of the angles, not seeing all of the picture. And that is what's so beautiful, is that you are the creation. What you cannot see is yours to create, the vision. So explore yourself, explore your creativity. It's the way back to your heart, and it's the way to discover that you are an endless force and your power resides within you. The power is not something that is on the outside. The power is within you, all right? So discover your energy. This is the universe sending you a message not to forget the sweet parts of life. You can't always look for them. You can't look for them under a rock or in other people. The sweet parts of life is when you return to who you are and you awaken your magic. It's the connection that you have. And the essence that we're all together as one. All right, so discover your fire, because the fire is within you. It resides within you. All right? Right when you're lost, you're right where you need to be. All right, beautiful soul family. That is a beautiful energy. I'm just going to pull a quick tarot for you guys. All right. I love that. All right, endless sorts of energy. So growth is all around you. Just remember the cycles. The feminine energy is all about, it's all about the harmony, the beginning and the end, and what you thought was, what you thought you knew all along. What you thought you knew all along. It was just a piece of the world, a piece of your world. All right. Beauty, harmony. There's beauty even within the challenges, right? Because endings are merely new beginnings. So even when we face an ending, it may feel like it's an ending, you know, but it's actually the truth, the wisdom is there's truth coming rushing in. We have the Knight of Swords. This represents rushing in with information, fearless. It's like a fearless warrior for truth. It's like you get a hold of life. You get a hold of a sharp new reality, a sharp new, it's like you have this vision that you can see things for what they are. And it's like you take on the journey, racing in. So the message is, don't forget that life is not about a race. It's about the journey along the way. So don't rush through life. You might miss something in the world. Look at that. Yeah, it's like rushing in. Like truth is rushing in to conquer the storm, it's like it's like now that you have the sword of truth, it's like it's like you're a holder for truth, you're a holder for freedom. All right, it's beautiful. Till next time, the world, closing cycles. Till next time, bye.